Welcome back, children. In our next separation technique, we will try to separate a mixture having two liquids which are miscible with each other, and we have to separate these two liquids. For example, think of a mixture of acetone and water. These are miscible liquids. Now for this, we apply the technique of distillation. In distillation, at first a round bottomed flask is taken. This flask is kept over a wire gauge. Kept over a tripod stand. Now, from here, a Liebig's condenser is attached at the side. Through one end, cold water in, through the other end, cold water out, and then this comes and it is collected in a conical jar. So here, this is a mixture of acetone plus water. Now what happens, you see? As it is heated from bottom, the one whose boiling point is less, in this case, the boiling point of acetone is much less than that of water. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade, whereas acetone boils at a much lower temperature. So acetone first starts evaporating from this mixture. The vapors passes through this Liebig's condenser. This is the Liebig's condenser. As the vapor passes through the Liebig's condenser, here it is pretty cold. Temperature is much less. So the vapor, on coming in contact with this cold surface inside this Liebig's condenser, gets condensed into liquid. So the vapors of acetone here gets transformed into liquid acetone, and here dropwise you will find it gets filled over here. Right? So this process is called as distillation. Right? So in this way, we can separate the components of two miscible liquids from one another, provided the two miscible liquids have a large difference in their boiling point. Now children, a more evolved form or advanced form of this distillation is fractional distillation. This method is used for separating different liquids from their mixture, provided their boiling point difference is as low as 25 Kelvin only. Clear? The difference in their boiling point is 25 Kelvin or 25 degrees centigrade. Here what happens? At the top, a fractionating column is there. Right? And this Levy's condenser is attached to the fractionating column which is kept above it. Right? Now, for example, think of petroleum. Petroleum is a mixture of different type of liquids. There is petrol or gasoline, there is diesel, there is heavy oil, there is lubricating oil. So a variety of oil is there. So those components of petroleum can be separated from each other with the help of fractional distillation, by the process of fractional distillation. So in fractional distillation, everything is quite like distillation, only one fractionating column is added at the top over here, and the fractionating column is joined with this Levy's condenser. Here what happens, as it is heated, the liquid whose boiling point is least, that at first starts evaporating. As it evaporates, it passes through various compartments in the fractionating column, and on attaining a certain height, it comes out, gets condensed and comes out in the liquid form. So that is then taken. The temperature is maintained. After that, again temperature is raised. So when all the liquid has evaporated from that mixture, then the temperature is raised, means the heating is raised to a higher temperature. After that, the second component whose boiling point is slightly more than the boiling point of the first component starts getting evaporated. Again it enters the fractionating column, and this one from a different level, at different level in the fractionating column, gets condensed, and then as a liquid it comes out separately. Clear? So when all the vapor at this particular temperature has been evaporated, then the evaporation has stopped. Then again further the temperature is raised. Again the third one, whose boiling point is slightly more than the second liquid, it will start evaporating. In this way, one after another, all the liquids are separated from that mixture. So this is how fractional distillation is done. Right, children? So fractional distillation is a very common technique which is used in oil refinery. You must have heard of oil refinery, where crude oil is separated into different constituents and each have different use. So in this way, we get petrol, we get diesel, we get kerosene, we get heavy oil for ships, and we get lubricating oil as well. Right, children? So in our next class, we will do about more of separation of substances. Till then, thank you.